Welcome back. Now every year when I ride into the ABR Festival, I'm the butt of all jokes with my oversized luggage. So this year I've scaled down and slimmed down. Well, not personally, as you can see. Stick around after the sting and I'll tell you exactly how I'm packing for this year's festival. Now, like any respectable gentleman, I'll start at the back. Where's this video going? I don't know. This is the LoneRider case, of course. This is the 57-litre one. It's massive. I'm still waiting on the side panniers from LoneRider to be released for this 1300 GSA. I'm going to go with a soft system rather than the hard panniers. I just don't like the whole idea of spending that much money on panniers, and if your bike falls over, you're going to ruin those panniers. With a soft system, at least you stand a chance, and hopefully it would sort of cushion the bike as well. First thing in here is my all-in-one wet weather suit. Obviously I'm riding from Ireland over to England, and there's nothing worse than arriving at your destination absolutely soaking wet, so this will come in very handy. I'll just leave that down there for the moment. That's a Risha suit, by the way, and it's brilliant because there's enough space for me to breathe in it. I'm not sort of squeezing it over all of my motorcycle suit, which I'll be wearing anyway on the side of a motorway. Now, this is the bag, the inner bag, which comes with the LoneRider moto case. Your clothes bag, or AKA pizza delivery bag. I addressed this on the review I did about this box. I have no idea why they put the handles that way around. It would be a lot nicer when you're walking into a hotel. I know it doesn't matter for this festival, but when you're walking into hotels, if it was sort of vertical, just it would sit a lot better. And obviously, in the event of a breakdown, it would sit a lot better vertically as well, with that warning sign. So in here, I shall have my clothes. Obviously, it's not packed yet. I'll be packing the night before I go with the clothes. But in terms of clothes, I don't take jeans because, again, if it rains, there's nothing worse than having a pair of jeans which are soaking wet, because you just won't dry them again over the course of the weekend. So what I do pack clothes-wise is usual underwear. That's another reason I didn't want to show you through my clothes. And I take a pair of shorts. I take a pair of walking trousers, you know, the thin material type which would dry out easily in the event of a downpour. I take 3 t-shirts, I take 1 sort of jumper and a very lightweight jacket. Now don't forget that you'll have your motorbike suit which you rode to the festival in as well, should it get really freezing cold, or, you know, should it absolutely teem down from the heavens. So that's pretty much all I take clothing wise. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, the other thing I put in there is 2 locks. Probably don't need them at the ABR Festival. So that's it for there. I'll just put this back in there so I don't leave it on the ground, to give one of our dogs the opportunity to urinate on it and test its waterproofness. Now, the other thing I need to add is shoes. Normally I only take 1 pair of runners or something like that, but over the last couple of years they've been destroyed, so I invested in these. They were only €30. They're Birkenstock fakes, and I think they'll be a much better job. It's a very relaxed affair, the ABR, and you know, hopefully the weather will be dry and I can spend the weekend in these. It's just nice walking around. It sort of makes you feel a little bit earthy walking around in these sort of things, especially in a campsite field. And if things get really bad, I've always got my waterproof motorbike boots, which I would have ridden over there in, so they could save the day, but hopefully I'll spend the weekend in these. Here on the back, now first of all I should show you what I would normally have taken to the ABR Festival, and this is why all the laughs and the hysterics come, you see. So in here, all I have in here is my mattress, which I've used for the last 2 years. It's absolutely brilliant. It's the most comfortable camping mattress I've ever used. But you can imagine, so when that's normally loaded up like that, and then on my previous bike I did have the side panniers as well, I don't even know what I put in all of this luggage space. I clearly didn't need most of it. So yeah, like I say, I've scaled right down. So in there is the mattress that can go, because I don't need that anymore. Your history mattress. In my ride iron bag, or iron GHAS as they used to be called. Now, a lot of motorcycle bags are pretty much the same as this now. So I'm going to take this off the bike. Obviously, it's not just going to sit on here like that. What I did do, I bought an array of bungees and straps and all of this sort of stuff, tie down straps and strap-ons, and I knew when I started this video I was going to say the word strap-on because I'd sort of implanted that in my head. So I got these from Amazon for a tenner, like a load of them for like a tenner. And if you want, I'm sure you could get a strap on Amazon as well. Anyway, so I secure all of this sort of stuff and anything else that I made just sort of wedge in there. There's bound to be something else after I've made this video that I think, oh yeah, I probably need to take one of them. I was in Halfords yesterday getting something for my car and I saw another inflatable mattress and I nearly bought it. I'm a devil. I don't need half the stuff I take. So I'm really trying to scale down, obviously. So in here, I'm going to show you close-up shots now. We'll just open this up. In here, I have, well, let's show you on a close-up. I do have this packed up at the moment. I could take a dog with me as well. This is Bitsy. Now, I have my sleeping bag in there, which is goose down sleeping bag. I paid an extra few quid for that just to keep me warm. Nature hike outdoors. I can't remember how much I did pay. CW400 is the model. I have my camping towel as well, which is easy drying as well. Again, that's invaluable when you're on a campsite. You want to make sure your towel's dry for the following morning's shower. And then I have my tent in here. I'll come on to the tent in a minute and I'll show you exactly how easy that is to pop up when you do arrive at the ABR site. And in here I have my camping chair. Now you can buy all of this stuff, you know, for €20. That's really easy to spring up. That's the fabric itself which goes over the frame when you spring it up, but again, that's just a lovely little place to sit on a Saturday afternoon outside your tent when you've had enough of the music and the chatting. You can just retreat to your own tent, just sit down like I do for the afternoon normally. Now, you may say, yeah, that's an inflatable water bottle. Not just that, in the middle of the night, it's also an inflatable toilet for you boys. Again, invaluable. And that's my pillow, inflatable pillow to go with my sleeping bag. Okay, I'm going to get on and show you exactly how easy it is to pop the tent up. I should say, actually, before I do that, these bags have an air release system. So once you've got everything in, you can squeeze all the air out and make it really compact on board your motorbike. I think these are brilliant bags. Actually, if you want to buy one, there's a link in the blurb underneath my video. Okay, so this is my Slummet Cub tent. This was recommended to me by my friend over at Moto UK, Nick, who told me to go ahead and get one of these for my first ever ABR. And look, I'm just going to show you in real time how quick this is to set up. So just imagine you've arrived on the site. Well, for me, it'll be on a Thursday afternoon. It comes with this little mallet as well to knock the tent pegs in, which is handy. Extra tent pegs. But just watch this. This is the magic. Whoever designs these things, genius. Yeah, I got an extra bag of tent pegs. You know how it is, just in case you lose anything. Actually, this is a good exercise I do before I go to the ABR every year, just to make sure everything still works and is intact. Right, so you fold the four corners out like this. My dogs are very interested in this. I can see them out of the corner of my eye. And come round here as well. There we go. And that's my land. This is my pitch. Now watch this. And that's pretty much the frame of your tent. There's a little cover which goes on the top. It's all part of the gubbins I showed you when I opened the pack. But this is a brilliant tent. It has served me well. It's actually the back of the f***ing tent. And as you can see, I've set it up the wrong way around, because indeed that's the back of the tent you're looking at. That's a good start. Real world problems, you see. I'm not going to do this video again because this is what happens in real life. So So there you go, there's the front of the tent. This is a great place to stay for a few nights. I really enjoy it. My wife thinks I'm crazy at my age going away in a little sort of two-man tent like this. I love it. It takes me back to the days of being in the Cub Scouts. So that's it. I'm not going to start putting guide ropes into the ground now. I'll just check everything's okay on the inside and there's no sort of dead animals in there from last year or anything like that. I remember back in my teenage years, I'd be checking to see if there was any woman in there. There we go. Ah, brilliant. A bit of the field is in there from last year's ABR, but that's about it. Smells lovely and fresh, it's not mouldy. Happy days. The big difference as well is that I have this new inflatable mattress, which is only that size, not the size of the one I used to take with me. So that's me house sorted. Back to the bike for a moment. These little side bags are so useful. In here I have another little disc lock on for the front. That's just in case I want to stop service stations for coffee or something to eat on the way to the festival. And it's always nice to have something, a visual deterrent. I know people can get around this fairly quick, but it's just something to make those thieves think, do you know what, it'll take me another couple of minutes. So that's what I keep in there. And also something else which is invaluable, a screen and helmet visor cleaner with the little cloth in there. It's in a little waterproof bag as well, so should you get actually drowned, like soaked from the heavens again, you know, at least your cloth will stay dry. The other thing, this bag at the front, I think I have my bike cover in this bag. Probably won't need it. But I keep it in there anyway, and that covers everything. It's the XXXL, obviously for a bike of this size. But what I do like about that is, in the eventuality your bike goes over, it's another little bit of protection for the bike, and hopefully will protect the tank area up here. Now into the, I'll tell you what, we'll go around the other side first, and I'll show you what I have in the corresponding bags on the other side. And in the left-hand front side, what I have here is my puncture repair kit, a Temu special, but it really is superb. Never had to use it saying that, but it has everything in there. And don't want it. It even has the gas cylinders as well as the whole repair kit and all of the tools. It has a lot more in there actually than most puncture repair kits. And on top of that, I have a rechargeable inflator. This again, Temu special. I've actually used this to inflate a car tyre, and it works absolutely brilliantly. So I'll make sure that's fully charged before we go. So that's in the front. I will also be getting a first aid kit, which will go in this bag here. So at the moment it's empty. Again, I use this bag for putting my 360 camera in with when it's on the stick, on the selfie stick, because as many of you know, I take the 360 out of here and pop it underneath my backside. So it's really handy just to keep it here rather than searching for it amongst other bags. So at the minute, it's very much redundant, this, apart from carrying a small first aid kit again, which I've ordered a motorbike size one to take with me. Now in the tank bag, this is a 12-litre tank bag. It's huge. I normally carry this bag everywhere because I would take all of my camera kit in here. I'll not go through the whole list of camera kit because I'm not taking a single camera with me to the ABR, and nor have I over the last few years. But the ABR for me is a weekend of peace and wind down and resetting. So no cameras come with me. My phone will be with me, but that's it. So in this bag, I have my hat, a cap. You always need one of them for the sun. Well, I do, because I'm sort of thinning on top. Spare neck tube as well, should yours get wet. I always carry a spare pair of gloves in here. And then my toll tag for the motorways, I keep in this part of the bag. I also keep my tax disc in here because I'm sick of them being ripped off the bike when they're on display. I know in the UK you don't need tax discs anymore on your machines. Unfortunately, that's not the case on Irish vehicles. I also carry a pair of, now careful what you're thinking, I carry a pair of rubber gloves, and these have saved the day so many times. Not this particular pair, but any pair. You know, when it's absolutely persisting down, to put these under your normal motorbike gloves, it just it does definitely keep your hands a lot warmer, but that horrible feeling when your hands are wringing wet. Okay, you may argue I'm not using the right gloves. I'm probably not. But these really do keep everything, well, your hands, a lot more waterproof than just being inside a pair of gloves. What's the other thing I keep in here? My wallet, personal stuff, and my sandwich. And that's pretty much it for the ABR. I won't be taking much more than that in there. Obviously, this all detaches very quick. And that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the quick video. I can't wait for the ABR. Thanks again for tuning into this video. I hope you learned at least one thing. Maybe it could be how not to pack a motorbike, whatever it is. I hope you took something away from this video today. Thanks a million for tuning in. Dave Perry, WheelieGoodTV. See you at the ABR.